Hello everyone, welcome back to a brand new video. So in this video we are going to be talking about my experience on CosmicSky. We're going to speak about the Q&A that happened today of the time of recording, and we're going to be talking about what is next for Cosmic and for us as the channel and for me as a streamer. So my experience of this map, I've enjoyed it somewhat. There's goods and there's bads, and we'll get into that. So, what is the good about it? I mean, I've enjoyed the grind. I always do. I love the progression side of things, like the IS mining, the IS Slayer. Not so much the fishing or the farming, but I enjoy those two. But I've enjoyed that. I enjoyed the automation side of things. I used to hate it. I still do partially, but you know, it's here, so I have to like it and get on with it. So I do. And I've also been enjoying the PvP side of things this map. Now, anyone that watches me or has watched me will know that I don't PvP at all. I've never ever, in all my years of Minecraft, PvP'd. I'm rubbish at it, and I've never really took part in it. This map, however, I decided I wanted to take part in PvP and trying to improve, try and get better. So that's what I've done. Now, this whole map, have a quick guess on how many kills you think I got this map. I'll give you a couple seconds to type your answer in the comments. So the amount of kills I got this whole map was 1. I got 1 kill this whole map, which is impressive for me. All right, just bear in mind, please, that I do not PvP. So I don't know, the strafing and stuff like that. I can't do that stuff. Okay, I like to just stand there and swing. So if you're standing there and swinging with me, it just comes down to who can click the fastest. But if you're like going to the left and you're going to the right, then yeah, I'm finished. Especially if you go to my left, I don't know what it is, but you go to my left, I won't be able to hit you. I will do a 360 round to the right to be able to hit you. I'm a weirdo, but yeah. So I've enjoyed the PvP side of things. I've enjoyed learning about what enchants to use, what enchants not to use. I've had a lot of people this season trying to guide me on what enchants to use, what's a good setup and what's not a good setup, which I've really enjoyed. I've enjoyed talking to the community, trying to learn, and they've been helping me quite a lot. That's something I've also been doing a lot more. This map is just talking to the community, talking to you guys in game, whether that be about the experience of Cosmic, general tips or helping, coin flipping, just general chatter. And I've spoken to a lot of people, and I've burnt some bridges, I've built some bridges, but so I've really enjoyed this map. I've lasted a lot longer than what I normally do. Normally I'm done by let's say godly demonic. I'm normally finished by that point and I'm out onto the next server. This server, however, this time round I made it all the way up to Abyss. And then that finished me. I despise the Abyss. I think that the Abyss is probably the worst thing about Cosmic. It is just controlled and it's ridiculous. People were or are or have paid in real life money for protection in Abyss, and that to me is an absolute joke. You should not be able to do that at all. I don't know why the Abyss is not like every other adventure. There's neutral, there's KO zones. Why not just keep it like that? Why are you gatekeeping it behind the larger teams? So yeah, I don't like the Abyss at all. I despise it. But everything else though, W's. So now we move on to the stuff that I don't particularly like about Cosmic. The first most important one I think I would say that I just don't like about Cosmic is how PayPal to win it is. This game, this mode, this server is no longer about IS top. It is more now /PayPal top, like who can make the most money each map. That is very much what it's like. If you need something, you don't need to grind for it. You can just go and buy it from somebody else who's already grinded it. So I don't like that. It's not new player friendly either. As much as they say they want to make it new player friendly, it's just not. This server is, and I think forever will be until they make some changes, pretty much a numbers game. You need to be in a big alliance with people who can PvP. And when I say a big alliance, I mean like a full alliance, and then get an ally with full members as well. That's like 50 man, 70 man deep, and that are controlling all the areas, and you can't do nothing about it. You can't stop it. You go into the abyss. You're hunted as soon as you walk in it. Yeah, I despise how new player friendly it is. I had someone come into my stream just recently, and him and his 4 other mates, that's 5 people, joined the server, and they were gone within 3 days, because they realised, just like everyone else does, that it is just, if you're not in a big alliance, you don't stand a chance. You can't enjoy it. You can't experience the server as a whole unless you are in a big alliance. You're experiencing, if you're in a small alliance, is go to adventure to get the items you need for the island, because of the items you need for the island are very much adventure based. So you go to the adventure and you start doing your thing. You think, oh, let's go to neutral. Surely I'll get some better drops. You go neutral. You walk into neutral, and what do you find? 5-6 man just waiting for you, and you get smacked up and you're dead, and then you're 15-minute death ban. And then it's just rinse and repeat. This season's been horrible for me as a streamer. The stream sniping this season has been ridiculous. So much so I had to put a 2-minute delay on my streams just to try and help, and I had to just keep moving and moving. So I'd go to one neutral spot, get a few kills, get a couple of chests, then leave and go to the next neutral spot and just keep moving. I'd also have to just keep doing the tab thing to see who's in the adventure, as there was a few common people that kept stream sniping me. As soon as I saw that they were in the adventure, I would leave and go to a different one. So that was really my experience of this map. Now, from the Q&A, there was talk about a system league coming back. Now, I don't know if that's 100% because I didn't actually hear anything about the system league as I was late to the Q&A, but it was mentioned in the chat that there is talks, or they are bringing back a system for the league system that they used to have, but it will be changed, so it won't be exactly as it used to be. I'm hoping that that would mean I can go solo, or I can have a duo or a quad. You know, I can do that with and have the full experience of Sky. That is what I'm hoping. I don't know if I will be, but we'll see when more news comes out. The other exciting thing I think about that Q&A was the buddy that they're planning on releasing. Now, I don't know if he was in the Q&A, but the buddy, from what I could tell, is pretty much going to be like an NPC that will be on your island, and it will be helping you do your daily chores, increase your island XP. It pretty much be like having an active member on your islands, as far as what I could tell. But again, we don't know that yet. We're still waiting for confirmation, or just for more information to be released. Other than that, there wasn't really too much else that interested me about the Q&A. One of the things I brought up in the Q&A was that I very much feel like that CosmicSky should make this server for everybody, not just focus it around big teams. And I think that's a very valid point. It should be enjoyable for everybody, not just for massive teams. And I actually got quite a lot of reactions to that. If you feel the same way, make sure you drop a like on the video, comment, let me know your thoughts, your opinions, and I might be able to push this through to the admin, show them the responses that I get, and maybe it'll help, maybe it won't. It probably won't, because they don't tend to talk to me or listen to me anyway, but who knows. So one other thing that was mentioned in the Q&A, now I don't know if this is actually officially coming in, or if it was just a brainstorm. I heard you all mention it, and I don't know if it was an actual idea, but he was speaking about something to do with armor and having the speed effect, and that speed effect would then affect all of your allies or your members around you in the adventure. It would give them the boost as well. Obviously not just speed, that would be strength, speed, regen. There's all sorts of different stuff that they could potentially do with these armor sets. Now, I think it's a good idea, but then I also think it's a very bad idea, as the server is controlled by big gang members anyway. So all you're doing is making them more powerful than what they already are, and making it even more unfriendly for new players. So that's a bit of an L take on their part, but we'll see what happens. But yeah, moving forward for the next map, what are my plans as streamer, content creator, and for YouTube? So my plans are dependent on this league system. I am hoping to get some more information regarding it so I can plan for the future, but that probably won't happen, as even though we are content creators, we don't get told shit. But what I would like to do is potentially have a 4-man like I have here, and actually have a comp system. So they used to have it, so I believe it was solos, then you'd have your own little league table, you'd have 2 to 6, and then it was 8 to 15. I believe. I could be wrong, completely wrong with that. And obviously, I know I've just missed out the number 7 there, but sorry about it. If they do bring back a system like that, then I'd love to be able to do a 4-man and actually comp in that league. That would be fantastic. I'd love that. I think quite a lot of players would as well. There was a lot of talk also in the Q&A regarding tutorials, as a tutorial on here is very basic and players don't feel like it's enough for them to have a full understanding of how CosmicSky works. So I will be doing a how to CosmicSky next season. I'm hoping it does well. If it does, then obviously I will continue to do that. So, you know, if we get 5 likes on this video, I will 100% go ahead and do a How to CosmicSky series. I'm excited to do that. I'm hoping they bring in some new content creators, as well as I would like to do something with other content creators, whether that be content creator leaderboard or something. I don't know, but it would be interesting, and it'd probably get you guys invested in watching our streams, because then you want to know how we're doing and what's going on, where we are on tables and just stuff like that. I think it would be entertaining for you guys as well as us content creators. So yeah, move forward to How to CosmicSky, and just bulk standard, 4-man team, or if maybe more, just getting level 40. We won't be comping unless they change the meta from farming and fishing. Then I'll potentially comp, but all the time it's farming, I will not be. So yeah, give me your thoughts and opinions on everything that I've spoken about. One thing I'd like to ask is a question, and I would like to see your guys' opinions on this in a comment. The amount of members you can have per alliance, would you lower that? Personally, I would lower that to 10, because that would help massively. Obviously, it wouldn't stop gangs controlling it, but it would at least help, you know. So yeah, let me know your thoughts and opinions down below. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I will catch you on the next one, and I'm looking forward to the next season. So from me, thank you much, and goodbye.